We've all lived through the rise and fall of rice price, which started in 2019 as a result of a deliberate nationwide policy experiment. You see, for decades, Nigerian economists have been divided against the idea that to build our own industries, we must first build a fortress around our borders. Hi, my name is Olufalaki and welcome to day 23 of 30 Days of Policy, a series where I help you make sense of policy. Today, I want to talk about industrial policy while using Nigeria's Fortress Nigeria Industrial Strategy as a case study. Let's get cracking. The Fortress Nigeria strategy is called Import Substitution Industrialization, ISI, and its goal is to substitute imports with local production by using trade barriers. And the most dramatic example of this is the August 2019 closure of Nigeria's land borders, which was championed by the then Controller General of Customs, Hamid Ali, with the full backing of the Central Bank of Nigeria. And the stated goal was to stop the smuggling of rice and fuel and to force a boom in local agriculture. And in one sense, it made sense, right? It worked. The policy forced a change. The Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria reported that local rice production saw a massive boost. Because before the closure, we were producing far less than we consumed. By 2021, however, official figures claim that we're meeting over 90% of our local demand. And the CBN's Anchor Borrowers Program also poured billions into the sector to support this. But what was the price of this success? Well, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, the border closure directly catalyzed the soaring of food inflation, because in the months that followed the closure, food inflation jumped from around 13% to over 15%, and it just kept climbing. So by insisting on made in Nigeria, the policy directly increased the cost of living for over 200 million consumers. And the way it had the blind spot is that it assumes that made in Nigeria would also mean affordable for Nigerians. But what do we have today? Staple foods are now painfully expensive for millions of Nigerians. And this is not just limited to rice. We saw the exact same plot play out with other protected items like frozen poultry. The price of chicken prices just went high, even fish, right? Imported vehicles too. The price of cars just went high. So in this case, the wall of protection also became a wall of high prices for the average Nigerian. And what this policy reveals is that a strategy that secures our food but starves our wallet, it's a strategy with a deep fundamental flaw. Well, I need to go and look at the Consumer Price Index report on the NBS Next website. Just look at the headline food inflation number for this month. And you guys, you see a direct consequence of the policy that we just discussed. So, guys, what are your thoughts on it? Made in Nigeria or imported into Nigeria? What do you think about this?